Today we're going to be trying out 2 new viral keto TikTok hacks. The first one is going to be a keto-friendly croissant. And we're not just going to do it one way, we're going to do it 2 ways, savory and sweet, because who doesn't love a chocolate croissant? And the second one is kind of a weird one, but we're going to be giving it a go. It's for those of you who miss fruit on keto. I know that I do. I am really excited about this first one because, you know, being 262 pounds, you kind of become a croissant connoisseur, if you will. I used to eat them morning, noon, and night, and I would eat like 5 at a time. And look at these keto-friendly ones. They look buttery, they look flaky, they look like croissants. So I'm excited to try this. We've never tried this before. So this recipe comes from TikTok and the creator is called Keto Coach X. We will link the original TikTok below. And if you do want to follow us on TikTok, we are on there. Keto Twins, of course, that's our name. We will not be doing any dancing for your sake on that account, but we will be posting a lot of keto content just like on this YouTube channel. Oh, if we get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, Sarah and I will learn and choreograph a hip hop dance to embarrass everybody that watches our content. So please subscribe anyway, and like this video if you like it because it helps push us out to the YouTube algorithm. So in our first bowl here, we have 1 1/4 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. We have 2 ounces of softened cream cheese. So in this other bowl, we have 3/4 cup almond flour, an egg, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We have preheated our oven to 400 degrees, and we're gonna put our cheese into the microwave for a minute, and we're going to see if it's fully melted. If it is fully melted, we're going to start stirring it together, and then we're going to add it to our almond flour baking powder mixture. Let us begin. So it's melty and ready, I think. Okay. So now the cheeses are combined together. They're soft, but they're not like super hot. You're going to mix this in with that. I'm gonna mix this because I'm afraid that it's not gonna combine well unless I kind of start it off with this, so. All right. So you'll notice we haven't added any spices into this yet, and that's because we're going to be making 2 different types of fathead dough, and we're going to be kind of sprinkling the spices on top of it. So we're gonna do half of the dough sweet and half of the dough savory. In she goes. That looks weird. So I have clean hands and I'm gonna knead it together now. Definitely is a stickier type of dough, so she says in the video to wet your hands if you're having issues. I think that it's pretty good because we're gonna roll it out, and I think that will also help combine it. All right. Okay, so I've split half and half. I was never much of I could never like make a dough before, so. Oh. So we have these, I actually like these pre-cut parchment sheets. These are awesome. We're gonna be rolling them out between 2 sheets of parchment paper, adding the spices, putting it on there, and then putting it in the oven. Take your ball,
plop it,
cover it with the other piece of parchment paper, and you're going to roll it out. Or hammer it out, I don't know. So we're not exactly sure how thick she made them, but we want to make sure that they're not too thin so that they're easy to work with. So let's unveil it. It's kind of an odd shape, but here it is. Looks pretty good. Are we doing savory or sweet first, Sarah?
Let's do the savory one.
So we're just gonna eyeball this as we usually do. We're just gonna add some salt and this Italian herb seasoning grinder. We're gonna be using a Somat, I think that's what it's called, on this pan. It keeps it from sticking, and we're going to start rolling this up. This is like a lesson in geometry. I hope my geometry teacher's not watching this. She hated me. No, I'm kidding. Because I never pay attention, obviously, because I don't know how I'm going to cut out even triangles out of this weird blob.
Just make a rectangle first. Okay, now cut this end off, right? Yeah. No, it's Emily. We can make something out of that. Just do it, okay? Okay, that was not straight at all. Okay, now cut it down the middle. Yeah. Not too hard, because you're gonna cut through the thing, okay. Now cut, yeah. Now start cutting out triangles. Okay, are we having issues?
Here. What about this way?
No.
This way? This way? Oh my god, I don't see it.
Just cut a triangle. I mean, what?
Okay.
There's one right here.
Oh, okay, I see that. Oh, okay. Wow, I'm overthinking it. I'm over... I was overthinking it a bit.
And now there's one. Now
I see that now.
Okay.
I see it. Before it was like I was trying to figure out how how many triangles we could possibly get out of this by mismatching shapes.
I mean, we're just guesstimating it, right? I mean, we could take that extra dough and ball it up again and make something else out of it. There you go.
Sarah, you're a genius. I don't know why I couldn't see it. I was like, I don't know where these are gonna come from.
I was very confused as to why you were having such issues with that.
I know. What's wrong with me?
Now you're gonna roll it from the widest part to the smallest part.
It's kind of sticky. Oh my god. So we're gonna just finish rolling up the rest of these, and then we're gonna work on the sweet option.
It adds a rusticness to it if they're all different
When
sizes.
it looks like crap, call it rustic. That's our motto.
We might have to edit all of our titles to put rustic in there then.
If we can cook this, then anybody can. Let me just tell you that. We are self-taught.
Well, we don't claim to know what we're doing on this channel, just in case you guys
But
are
that should give
wondering
you guys confidence. If we can make good recipes, so can you.
Stop eating that. We need it for the croissant. The croissant. Is it croissant? How do you say it?
Croissant.
People are commenting that we have an accent now. I had no idea I had an accent.
Here we have our second ball of fathead dough. So I rolled out my dough again, and this time I was trying to make it a little thicker because I felt like it was falling apart as I was making the croissants. So this time, let's hope that this makes for an easier process when we're rolling them. So I'm going to be sprinkling on some allulose, and I'm going to be shaving on some Lily's milk chocolate sweetened with stevia. So we've grated on our chocolate lightly. We're going to be rolling them up the same as before, and we will see you after that. And this is going to go into the oven at 400 degrees for 10 minutes. Keep an eye on it. So we've been checking on them, and we actually left them in for about 14 minutes because they didn't seem like they were getting golden brown. But let's check on them now. Ooh. It smells very herby in here, Italian seasoning.
Hopefully they don't smell
hopefully the chocolate ones don't taste like that because that would be weird. But they look nice. I'm very excited. To make it extra crazy, we're going to be putting a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of melted butter. And we're going to brush it with some butter. Only not the ones with the chocolate on it. Look at that. They look delectable. So we put some butter on top, and now we're gonna go and try them. Okay. Take off your hat, Sarah.
No.
Take off your hat, Sarah.
No.
If I have to show my pimple on my forehead, you have to show your pimple
I have
on
two
your forehead.
pimples, so.
Okay, anyway, so we're trying these. They look great. They smell wonderful. They look buttery. They smell amazing. Which one do you want to try first? A sweet or savory?
Savory first.
Okay.
So I love that garlic butter on there.
It's good.
Look at they're like nicely browned on the underside of them. Very good.
I wouldn't say that it tastes exactly like a croissant, but it does taste like bread.
Kind of see that those flaky pockets of air in there.
Delicious.
I like it. Could you imagine some marinara to dip in there or something?
Into soup? Soup.
These would be great for soup. So many people say they miss like a bread component for soup.
We say truffles or this.
Truffles are great too.
You guys cleanse the palate because this one's chocolate. And you know, you guys, we don't test out these recipes beforehand. We want you to see our true reactions. Like if these things are as easy as they say, if they taste as good as they say. Sometimes it's like some of these recipes, they look good, but then when you try them, they suck. So,
Yeah.
But luckily, a lot of the ones that we've tried so far have been
Really good.
Really good. I don't smell any chocolate.
No, I don't smell chocolate either.
Okay, can you take the one you press down with your nose?
Was it this one?
Yeah. It smells light.
It smells like doughy.
I'm
It
glad
smells like a croissant. Probably could have added more chocolate.
Yeah.
It has a light sprinkling of chocolate, but
I think it needed like triple the amount of chocolate, but it's very subtle, the chocolate. So if you guys are going to do this, add a lot more chocolate and maybe even add some more sweetener too, because it's slightly sweet, but it's not like that sweet. Or I have an idea. You put some more sugar inside the dough, but then you dip it in chocolate. Like a chocolate sauce.
A glaze.
Like a chocolate sauce. I have to say though, if you had to pick sweet or savory on this one,
I would go with the savory.
me too. Bring it back over here.
All right, next up, we're gonna be testing out a kind of a weird one using a cucumber. So the next one that we're gonna do is really quite random, but I was scrolling through TikTok randomly and the algorithm served me it, so apparently I wanted to see it because most people that are on keto actually miss fruit. If you slice up a cucumber and you put some sort of sweetener, like sugar or whatever, it tastes like a watermelon. And this is not necessarily keto, this recipe that I'm following or this hack. I decided to go ahead and see if we could put some allulose on a cucumber and see if it tastes like watermelon.
I have my doubts about this one.
I have my doubts as well.
Okay, well, let's get chopping.
All right, pretty much all I'm gonna do is chop up this cucumber and then we're gonna sit down and taste it.
Henry's here. This is Henry. No. Oh, no one wants a cucumber. Henry, eat a cucumber. It's good for you.
Okay, so I don't know if this is actually gonna work, but we're gonna be using allulose because this is just the sweetener that we have. The person actually put like granular sugar on theirs and said it worked. I don't know. So I'm just gonna sprinkle on some allulose and then we're gonna sit down and try it.
So here we are, cucumbers and sweetener. Whatever.
Okay. I kind of see it. It kind of tastes like it. Right? Am I imagining it?
No, it does.
It does taste like watermelon. You know the flavor of watermelon, like at this, you know, a piece that's like a triangle, right? The tip it's very watermelon tasting, but as you get closer to the rind,
Yeah,
that is what it tastes like.
It's slightly bitter and sweet.
Honestly, I'm very surprised that it tastes something like it. Like when I bit into it, I'm like, wait a second.
It does taste like it. It does work. I don't know. If you guys give this a try, let us know if you like it. I mean, I would say that it's like 80% there.
Yeah.
It's like, it's close enough. If you haven't had watermelon because you've been on keto for a long time, I doubt that, you know, you will probably be impressed by this.
And if you guys want to see me make an idiot sandwich and eat it, you can click on the video on the screen and I'll see you over there.
Anyways,
I'm Sarah.
I'm Emily.
And we're the Keto Twins, signing out.